guys, welcome back to my channel. It is day 7 of the BookTubeAthon. It is the last day and I'm done. Oh my gosh, I did it. I finished 7 books. I didn't do the 2 extras that I thought I might get to, but I still did the 7. So I'm just gonna walk you through the last couple books really quick, and then I don't know if there's any kind of traditional send-off for these things, but I'm gonna try anyway. So this morning I decided that I would just try and go along with my original plan of reading Ink and Bone, and it ended up being engrossing enough that I finished it. So it was kind of weird. It's steampunk and it's about like these kids that get taken in to be like apprentices for the library, and the library is this like totalitarian regime type thing, and yeah, it was weird. Anyway, I don't know if I'll continue to read it, but I did finish this one, so that's a good sign at least. There were some interesting things about it. There were some, you know, things like I was saying, it's kind of steampunky. There were some things about that were cool, like the way that they deal with writing. Like you can get like a blank and then it like fills with words, and then, you know, if you have borrowed it from the library, it'll like wipe clean and get sent back. And there's this whole thing about contraband. Personal ownership of books is banned, so there's this whole thing of original books, like there's this whole black market of them, and that part I thought was kind of cool. It seemed a tiny bit anti-library, and I'm actually very pro-library, so I don't know totally how I feel about that, but I mean, it was against absolute power, and I agree absolute power is terrible no matter where it is, but still, it seemed a little odd to target that at libraries, but whatever. I don't know that I have a ton to say about it because I finished it and then immediately went ahead and picked up Champion to try to finish it. I finally did. It was kind of a struggle. I was not like super into it, and I wasn't hugely thrilled with the ending. It didn't like completely fall apart the way that a lot of YA futuristic dystopia trilogies do. You know, it was better than some others that I've read, but it just didn't wow me at any point, which is kind of the similar problem that I've been having with the rest of this book. Nothing about it was bad, but nothing about it struck me as particularly good either. So yeah, I probably wouldn't have gotten around to this one if it hadn't been for the BookTubeAthon, so I'm kind of glad I finished the series, at least so that I know like the whole arc of it and where it was going, but just not my favorite. Yeah, not my favorite. So that wraps up this week. I am kind of proud of what I managed to get through. I think that my favorite book of the week was The Winter's Curse by Marie Rutkowski. I will be reading Winter's Crime fairly soon. I haven't picked it up yet, so I don't know exactly when I'll get around to that. I think my next step is to read the next 2 books of the 100, so Day 21 and Homecoming. However, I did go to an author event with N.K. Jemisin last night, and I did end up picking up The Fifth Season, which is her newest book, and I'm very excited about this one because N.K. Jemisin is one of my favorite authors. So I don't know that the 100 series has enough excitement to pull me away from The Fifth Season, but I do actually want to see what happens with this, and I think it might be good to just continue on with the plan and read those next. I think a surprise for me this week was actually The Paper Magician. I ended up liking it more than I thought I would, because I really had no idea what it was about, and so it ended up just being very like whimsical and charming. And then obviously another favorite is going to be Lumberjanes, which I knew was going to be a favorite. I knew I was going to love it, I just hadn't had a chance to pick it up before the BookTubeAthon, so this was a really great excuse to do that, and it was so cute and clever and charming, and I loved it, and I'm going to keep reading it. I was a little bit let down by Every Last Word. I've talked about this before. All the stuff about her mental health, you know, her pure O version of OCD was handled really well. You know, she has a really great relationship with her therapist and everything like that. It was just the actual plot of it I didn't think was as good as it could have been. And then The 100 was the first book I read, and that one was okay. A little bit melodramatic, but I'm gonna see where the rest of the series goes. But I'm really curious to see how you guys did. I forgot to mention this in my other videos, but please let me know down below if you have done the challenge. How did you do? What was your favorite? What was your least favorite? My least favorite was probably Champion. Let me know what books you read, etc. I would love to know how the week went for everybody else. Now that the week is over, my updates will probably be slightly less frequent, but I am gonna keep trying to upload them fairly regularly. I know I've said that before. One of these days I will not be lying about it. But until next time, I'll see you guys soon with another video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.